What's up? I love this song. I love that slide. Hey, what's up, YouTube? I just figured I would go live this morning because I've been working for a while and I've got a little bit of studying to do for a continuing education test I have to take, and I need a cherry Coke, so I'm on my way to Chick-fil-A to get a cherry Coke. Guys, just so you know, I am not a coffee drinker. I really don't like coffee. When I was living in Brazil, they had like an herbal equivalent that had less stuff in it. It was supposed to be healthier for you. And I tried it, and I put so much sugar and so much cream in it, I couldn't get past the taste. It's supposed to taste the same thing in coffee. I despise the taste. And you want to hear something super funny is I don't really know why, and I just remembered it. I had a dream last night that I drank black straight coffee, and I was disgusted by it. But yeah, hey, I just wanted to chat with you guys because you know, I got nothing to do right now. I'm just in the truck. I wasn't really gonna do anything, you know, crazy, just kind of talking. So you know, one thing I've wanted to do with the channel is, of course, like, you know, like 85 to 95% of it is all going to be like reptile related in some way, shape, or form, be it covering animals, projects, product reviews, stuff like that. I really want to put that good content out there. But there's a small portion that I actually, you know, I also want you guys to like know me and, you know, things that I like to do that aren't necessarily reptile related. Not to mention, you know, taking trips. Like we're taking my family to Playa del Carmen in a few weeks. And, you know, I've never been down there before, but my wife has. And supposedly the resort we're staying at is actually, sorry, this kind of like moves a little bit. Resort we're staying at actually is built on a zoological like reserve. So like the place of wildlife. So that kind of stuff, I'm totally going to film that because those animals, they're not necessarily domesticated. They're wild, but they have gotten used to a human presence. And so it will probably facilitate me being able to get kind of close to film them. I'm hoping that I see some cool stuff. You know, I one of my first VIP in Tahoe, you know, so like I'm kind of like trying to let you guys get to know me, you know, like cool ideas of things I'd like to do in the future, and you know that requires support from you guys, and really all that practical or realistic. If, you know, the only time you guys see me is I'm like, hey, look at this snake, or hey, like, this is what womas do, or whatever, you know, like, there's definitely a person behind the, you know, lack of a, even though I'm not being a, you know, so, I don't know, just kind of rambling on as, guys, what are you guys up to this morning? You're probably all working. That's the only thing that's not super fun about morning. You know, when I'm also working from home, but it lets me do kind of like little odd and end things during the day to connect with you guys, and time everyone's at work when I'm doing that. But fun thing. I've had a few people reach out to me for merch. Guys, I'm all sold out of everything. it went really, really fast, which is awesome. But now I'm thinking I wish I would have ordered more, because I've had a bunch of people, you know, hit me up for hats or shirts or whatever. I probably will put in another order in July. I'm going to be traveling, as I said earlier, in June, and I've got a kind of a pretty big state test I have to take, and so I really don't kind of want to deal with ordering a bunch of merch and trying to ship it off to different people. So I'm probably not going to be doing any of that in June, but in July I will be. Also, we have partnered up with shipyourreptiles.com. Robin Markland is a good guy, known him for years. I'm really excited to partner up with them. So you guys have kind of seen me. This is the method behind the madness of tips. I've tried to cover all the bases. So partner up with a rodent supplier. I've tried to partner up with a someone, if you're into like geckos, which I am, or bioactive substrates and bioactive vivariums. I've tried to partner up with somebody that can facilitate that, being Bangia Reptile. I've tried to partner up with a shipping supplier, which someone I've used. I've tried to partner up with just supplies, husbandry, and rack systems. Again, Reptile Basics, someone I've used for years. I've tried to partner up with a friend of mine, Dave, and you know, he makes a lot of really cool odd and in customized accessories for your cages. Again, I've known him for a long time before he started making this stuff. I know he's a good guy, and I have used his products before. So if you guys see the theme here, everybody that I have partnered up with are people that I personally have been a customer for years, and that's why I feel comfortable partnering up with them. That's why I stake my reputation on their services or their products. Hold that thought.
Welcome to Chick-fil-A. My name is Maria. What can I get started for you today?
I just want a large cherry Coke.
What company you order for you today, sir?
C.
A large cherry Coke, correct?
Yep.
224 for you today at the window. Thank you.
Thanks. So these are people that I've worked with for a long time. I'm really stoked to be able to partner up with them and to collaborate on different things. And there's one other company, so to speak. One second. Hey.
So the large cherry Coke is going to be $2.24.
There you go. I don't need the receipt, by the way.
Perfect. Here's that for you. And that drink is coming up in just a minute.
Okay.
All right, you're all set?
All right. Thank you.
My pleasure. Enjoy
Bye-bye.
your day.
You too. Oh, that goes straight to the core. May have a problem. I'm morning. Like, I don't drink caffeine. Was I talking to? Oh, so there's one other company that I'm kind of trying to partner up with. I don't know if it's going to happen, but they are also reputable. I don't have much of a history, if any, with this company. I've just heard great things about them. And the other thing behind all these sponsorships, guys, is I've really tried to make it so that there is no conflict of interest. So, like, it kind of defeats the purpose for the companying up also with their competitors. I mean, it's like if I partnered up with Mice Direct and Pro Reptiles and you know, and then Forest, all three supply rodents, then kind of defeats the purpose of Forest, you know, partnering up with me. So I'm totally a brand loyal person in life, not just with reptiles and stuff like that. Like, I try to stay with certain breeders. that have treated me well, and I usually don't buy stuff off of ads. Like, for instance, I just kind of buy stuff, when, whenever I'm ready to get something or add something to a project, I just hit up, friends and breeders, and that's how I get it. So, when it comes to clothes, stay loyal with that. And I'm like that with a lot of things. So when it comes to like my collection and my animals, if I found something that works, I usually don't deviate from that. And when I have, guys, I've gotten burned. Either the quality wasn't what I thought, design wasn't what I thought, or like the person I bought from ended up screwing me and didn't give me what I thought I was getting. So kind of my thoughts on why I partnered up with the companies that I did. And I think that they, my goal is to put good information out there. And if someone has treated me really well and done great things for my collection, I would love to be able to pass that along to you guys so that, you can also have the same experiences with them. And I realize that not everybody is going to see it that way. Some, you can't please everybody, and some folks already have similar sentiments that I have towards these companies, but with other companies. And I totally get that. I respect that. Saying that these companies are the only company products that they sell. There are lots of other great companies out there. I'm just saying that I have used them for years. I've stuck by them, and they have stuck by me. And so I don't see any point in switching. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think that this is, something that's been really fun so far for me. Sorry, it's my camera is moving. It's got like this magnet on the back of it, and it doesn't necessarily stay in the same place all the time. But yeah, so like I don't really want to name drop because I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. And I kind of chalk that up to not having like much of a history with these guys. Them, and they've heard of me, but I haven't really bought from them before. I just have always heard great things about them, and it's something I kind of wanted to explore. So it may happen, it may not. I've also got something really, really cool in the works with another, I would say, bigger name individual. And this is going to be something that's going to be kind of unique. Like, this is outside of the box. For anything that I have done in the past, it's pretty outside the box for any other companies within the hobby right now. So I think it's going to be really, really cool. I think it's going to be kind of a game changer with one thing in particular, but more to come on that. I'm probably a month out on solidifying what I've got in the works right now. Gosh, sorry. So yeah, so probably 4 weeks out from that. I'm hoping it does materialize, though. I think it will, but we'll see. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. Let's see. I've got another project coming. This is one that I actually kind of worked out a long time ago, and I guess I'll explain that to you. So like, I'm super OCD about stuff, and that includes like groups of animals. If I'm going to keep an animal, I hate odd numbers. I really do. And you guys probably are going to laugh at me, but like, I really hate odd numbers. I hate having one male and two females. I hate having, 3 males and 5 females. I just don't like it. I like to have a male to every female, because you know, I'm going to be rotating out animals every year, and I just want to be able to strengthen my odds and not have to worry about moving males in and out of cages. So I like to have even numbers of pairs. So my goal with the rough scale sand boas is I just want a pair. I think they're very unique, and I'm really stoked about them, but I don't want them to be like a major part of the collection. I'd like to have a pair and then just try my hand at breeding them, you know, in a couple years and see if it worked. In that's no biggie. Like, it's not going to kill me. I'm not like, oh, I need to breed these guys, because they don't have very large litters anyways. I just think they're really cool. So if I don't breed them, then I'm okay with that. I'm okay just keeping them. That's the same thing with my southern scrub pythons. Very unique, very intelligent. They kind of fascinate me in a, like, you better like watch your shit or you're gonna get lit up type of a way. Like, they kind of keep me on my toes. So I like them, but I don't want to have a bunch of them. They get really big. Have no intentions of having a group of them. You know, I'd like to maybe breed them and keep a pair. And you know, if I don't breed them, then that's okay. I'll just learn about them and I'll keep them in some pretty tricked out cages. You know, that's the way I look at the scrubs. The fact that they're just a huge, like, arboreal supreme predator for the jungle and for their habitat just really intrigues me. And they're so alert and so smart that I don't know, that's what interests me about them. But then you look at like the Amazon tree boas and the Brazilian rainbow boas and like the Papuan carpet pythons and emerald tree boas, like all those species of snakes I want to have larger groups of. So you know, my thing is like, when it comes to like my mainstay are my Amazon tree boas. And then my second largest group that I have are probably my Papuan carpet pythons. Everything else, as of right now, the goal is just to start out with 2 pairs and try breeding them. And if I can swing, you know, the funds next year, then I'll add a 3rd pair when I can. But really, you know, for me to have all the species that I want, which I'm kind of getting close to that magic number of not needing to buy anymore, I just want to have 2 pairs of everything, except for the Papuan carpets and the Amazon tree boas. Now, my blood pythons, actually, that was the project I was not going to say anything about, and I totally just did it. I haven't gotten those yet. That's one of the projects I'm wanting to add. And there's a few species that I really want to bring into the collection. I really want to get a couple pairs of diamond pythons. That's really the only python species I want. I don't have any boa species I want anymore. Like, I've pretty much got everything. I do want to add a couple more painted or ornate wood turtles. I'd like to add 3 or 4 Mesopotamian Greek tortoises, which are the golden Greek tortoises, even though that's a misnomer. It's not really the correct name of them. From my research and from my conversations with some of the experts in the field, there really is no such thing as a golden Greek tortoise. They are Mesopotamian tortoises. Anyway, I'd like to add some of those. I'd like to add a couple North American wood turtles and maybe some Chinese boxes. That's really it. And next year, I'm hoping that I can kind of piece together a couple things, get a couple males that I'm lacking for a couple pairs that I have, and probably just add some colubrids. Like, I really want to get some Barron's racers. I just want a pair of them. I really want a Mexican locality pair of tiger rats. I would love to get a pair of Ridley Eye cave dweller racers, a pair of Japanese rats, but the Kunashir eye. that's it. You know, just a few odds and ends, guys. I'm not like in any rush to do it, but that's kind of where my head's at. And yeah, so wow, I've been rambling for 20 minutes. I really appreciate you guys, you know, chatting with me. And hey, what's up, Alicia? Long time no see. Yeah, I have heard of the dragon snakes. They're really, really bizarre. I don't like anything that doesn't eat rodents for me, because it's hard for me to get frogs and lizards here. So I really don't dabble with anything that wants to feed on that stuff. And dragon snakes typically want frogs, from everything I've read. But anyway, I've got to go back in, get back started to work. And gonna make myself some grub, and I'm gonna be done here chatting with you guys. Hey Lisa, take care. Tell everybody at work, well, not my work, my hello. Yeah, I'm out. So you guys take care, and thanks for listening. Bye.